You're watching Explore Tulsa.
My mother-in-law, Joanne Wilkinson, started this store back in 1968. When Joanne first started the store, she was a block north in London Square, and then she moved 2 other times in that same shopping center, and it got a little bit larger each time. And then in 1988, when we came on board, I said if we're going to do it, we're going to computerize. And so that's what we did. We moved it a block south to this shopping center, and we computerized and tried to get it better organized, and have moved ourselves 3 other times in this shopping center.
Originally, this store was the Echo shop for a long time before Echo Man opened. And then they've jumped around a little farther south in the shopping center before finally coming back and getting this original spot when Echo Man opened, and then getting Echo Shop to the sides of it. So it's been fun growing up here. Yeah, we've been coming in here for a long time. I help fill and take over for what my dad's doing. Our daughter's working here too. My sister Jill, she's doing a lot with what my mom does. So she does a lot of in the back room with the pricing, figuring out the brands that work well in here, the styles that tend to sell well, and just kind of being here to help just manage the day-to-day aspects, whereas I'm working a lot with my dad.
They've both been to college and graduated with degrees, and they could be doing other things, but they both chose to stay here to try to help us move forward and keep it moving forward.
A lot behind the scenes, more operations, logistics, things like that. The storage, obviously.
Jack is trying to learn all the back office things that my husband, Mike, who is Joanne's son, that he has been doing all these years, because he's retiring now, and we need someone who can learn the ropes. You know, it's always good to have the younger generation to give a fresh idea, because, you know, over time our ideas, you know, become a little bit outdated. So that's why I like having young people around working with us, and our kids working with us, because they give that fresh approach, and you know, they're often right, because times change all the time. I think it's the people that we come in contact with. That, to me, is the most beautiful thing about it. It's not just the customers, who are awesome and very loyal, as well as the consigners. We still have a lot of consigners that started out with Joanne back in 1968.
It's been really fun working with not only the family, but everyone else that's here, because I've grown up with a lot of them working here, and so I've come to know them really well. And like my mom alluded to, I've had consigners and customers that have been coming in here for decades, and so I've gotten to know some of them as well, and that's really rewarding.
Being able to attract that younger customer, they come in now, but I think a lot of young people in the 20 to 30 age group don't realize that we actually have clothing that is their style. And we have a lot of consigners that maybe they've been consigning a long time, but now their daughters are consigning, or their granddaughters are consigning. So we're getting a lot of younger styles in the store, and I think that they just don't know that we're here, frankly.
My previous job, I remember reading something like 90% of all family businesses don't survive the 3rd generation, or don't make it to the 3rd generation. It's an overwhelming number, and I remember reading that or hearing that and thinking, we've got a family business that could make it through the 3rd generation. And I know that Jill was already here and doing a lot of awesome things at helping kind of take the next few steps into, you know, what we're doing now. And I thought they're, you know, talking with my parents, that there could be some value that I could add coming back and working with them. And hopefully I've added that value, but it's been fun, because Oklahoma City's not that far, but I enjoy being around the family, you know, having them in town. Also my wife's family, we actually met here, my wife and I did, back in 2009, 2010, when she was working here. Come in and work during the summers periodically, I would, and we met, and I guess the rest is history. So it's been great to the family in general.